Hey guys, so I just finished up a meditation on compassion and respect. And I chose this topic today for my meditation because I got in a fight last night with myself. So here's the story. Basically, Ethan and I, after dinner, decided to take a little walk, which is something we've been meaning to start doing daily. So we took a walk down to the pasture. We took Foxy with us, and it was wonderful, very relaxing, just a leisurely stroll around the pasture. And we even had our little friend. We have this little cat who has recently adopted us around here. We're calling her Pepper, and she came down to the pasture with us. And I took my camera, and we were just taking some pictures and walking around. It was very, very nice, very sweet. And then when we came back up, I came in and I sat down and I was looking through some of the photos that we took. And there were lots of very cute ones and nice ones. And then I found one or two or three, and I started getting really down on myself because I didn't like the way that I looked. I was just like becoming really judgmental of myself and critical and not liking what I was seeing. So I started getting really sad, and I was just like feeling really down. And then from there, I became really angry. I got really mad at myself for just being so critical like that and being so mean to me. And I was like, listen, you asshole, of all the stuff that we do, like we eat relatively well, we do yoga, we meditate, I work so much on my businesses, and I've moved us across the country, and I do all this stuff to make my life good, and I've found myself this amazing partner who loves me, and these sweet animals, and everything, of all this stuff that I do to take good care of us, and you're gonna come at me like this and bully me like this and pick on me like this. I just was so mad. And so there was like this internal battle between this critical, sort of bully inside of me who was picking on me for the way that I looked, and the part of me that was really angry about that and just like, no, I'm not going to stand for this, right? So I kind of went through that for a little bit. And then I had to just kind of take a time out on the whole thing and was like thinking about how, first of all, I would deal with a bully in the real world. Outside of myself, because my sort of belief system and approach to all of that is that if someone is picking on somebody else or being mean or doing being aggressive and being hurtful, usually that means that something's going on inside of them, that they're not okay, that some need of theirs has not been met or they've been hurt in some way. And so that doesn't exactly excuse behaviors, but it gives you the opportunity to take a second, take a breath with that person and ask, like, what's going on with you that's making you act like this, right? And so I did that, and I realized that I have been taking really good care of myself overall, and that's like what I do, is take care of myself, and it's what I teach, is self-care all the time, right? But from the beginning of this quarantine, I have just I started eating everything in sight. And when it first started, I was in Australia, and so I was like on the trip of a lifetime, working and traveling and visiting my brother, who I love and miss so much, and then I had to come home, and the whole world fell apart, as you all know, and so I was cooking at home a lot, but I was also baking at home a lot, and we were eating dessert like at least once a day, and so I'm still like hanging on to some of that. I haven't got rid of all that. And I'm not exercising as much as I would really like to be. And so I think in some way taking that walk last night was like a little bit of it kind of hit that pain point for me of like, we should have been doing this. Why aren't we doing this already? Kind of thing. And so there's that part of me that's like, well, yeah, you meditate and you journal and you do all this practice around your mental health, your spiritual health, you work on your business like day and night, you just like go all in and love that stuff, but maybe you're not taking such good care of your physical body. And so I really had to like take ownership of that and acknowledge that, like, okay, yeah, this part of me has needs, and I kind of acted out, but but it was coming from a real place of like, needing love and needing some kind of attention. And so, maybe I need to make some kind of commitment to myself about how I'm going to put more focus on that, and make more of a routine about getting that physical well-being better and back on track. So I just wanted to kind of share this story with you guys, because I know there might be some of you out there who get into these self-critical experiences, or maybe all of you just pick on yourselves sometimes. And I just think it's so important that we're able to do that. Like, number one, realize that we're picking on ourselves, and realize that like there's so much crap in this world and in our society, that in our upbringing, that puts that on us, that creates that critical kind of viewpoint, judgmental viewpoint on ourselves and on each other. And so it's not all your fault, and usually it's coming from a place of real need. And so if you can, first of all, stop that bully in its tracks and be like, whoa, like, you're not just going to come and stomp all over me. But then, take that a step further and be like, all right, but let me hear you out, like, tell me how you really feel. Like, we don't need to get all messy about it, but like, let's get real, let's connect. And then make a plan, do some journaling about it, talk to someone you trust. I talked to Ethan about this a little bit last night, and that was really helpful for me, just like putting it out there, and then making a plan, like, how can you address that need for that little inner critic, that little bully inside you. And then doing a meditation on something like self-compassion or respect, obviously that can be really helpful too. And that's something I'm thinking about making a video about and sharing in my group. So if anyone's interested in learning a really brief, simple meditation on self-compassion, I'm probably going to put that in there. So if you are interested in that, let me know. And if you're not in the group and you want to get more tips and help on taking better care of yourself and creating a life that you really love and want to wake up to and get excited about every day, then I'd be more than happy to welcome you into our group. So just let me know if you're interested in that. And yeah, so I thought it was kind of a funny story, but also helpful, hopefully. And so I just wanted to share that. But I hope you all are having a good day and taking good care of yourselves, being kind to yourselves as much as possible, and taking care of yourselves even when you're not being so kind. So I love you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.